military came, took all these ballot papers, ticked them, and put them in. Okay? And that has happened at many, many other polling stations. When we were there complaining, calling Mr. Wakam and others, what they did, the military came, the police came, beat up our people, chased them off that polling station, and that is what is going on at many, many polling stations. Now we're receiving calls from every corner of Kalangala.
Security forces raid home of outspoken former minister Miria Matembe, said she's yet to find out what the security operatives wanted. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen.
Morning, I did set off to go to Kalangala to join police because I'm one of the supervisors for our teams for our candidate Nampala Irene. But the situation was abnormal as I could see it. Eventually, we got onto one of the ferries, but it did not move. We were on it for 2.5 hours, and eventually I learned that they got instructions not to move the ferry for as long as I am on it.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, extremely heartbreaking news. I even feel like I shouldn't be saying breaking news because this is Uganda as we know it. As we speak right now, breaking news, the Kalangala woman member of parliament by-election is being rigged by the Museveni criminal regime as we speak right now. And I'm not surprised, but it is happening at this particular moment. And the same criminal regime has blocked Joel Ssenyonyi, the leader of opposition, from accessing Kalangala to go and observe and stand with his folks from the National Unity Platform. I'll go on and show you what's coming in from the Secretary General, who is in Kalangala. He was able to go to Kalangala yesterday, and I'll have you read this. What does it say? NUP Secretary General David Louis Lubongoya has expressed disappointment over what he describes as the takeover of several polling stations by the military during the Kalangala District Woman Member of Parliament by-election. He also condemned the blocking of leader of opposition Joel Ssenyonyi from accessing a ferry to travel to Kalangala, saying Ssenyonyi had official duties to perform in support of their NUP candidate. I want you to listen to Joel Ssenyonyi right here, ladies and gentlemen. It is unbelievable how we've normalized this.
Things are a bit calm, but right now it has turned into a military operation like we've seen in many places. I'm just now coming from a place called Buswa, where we went after receiving a complaint that the military came, took all these ballot papers, ticked them, and put them in. Okay? And that has happened at many, many other polling stations. When we were there complaining, calling Mr. Wakam and others, what they did, the military came, the police came, beat up our people, chased them off that polling station, and that is what is going on at many, many polling stations. Now we're receiving calls from every corner of Kalangala about ballot stuffing, about all these things that I'm talking about. So it is very unfortunate. I would encourage you, the media, to go and see firsthand what is happening in those.
It is very sad. First of all, I have people say, Mordecai, what did you expect? That's not new. I truly understand it is not new, but it doesn't take away the weight. People have been maimed as we speak. Many have been brutalized. Do you ignore them and be like, come on, didn't you see what happened in 2026 or 2021 or 1986? No. This has been happening, but it doesn't take away the weight, the pain. It doesn't take away the damage it is leaving to our country, Uganda. So it should be condemned with the same same attitude, with the same kind of resistance. You should call it out the way you would if it was happening for the first time.
Places. We've received reports from Ssenyonyi Playground where they're not using even the BVVK, they're just ballot stuffing. At Lwazi Community Playground, a lot of ballot stuffing by the military. At Kazimalanga, a lot of ballot stuffing again by the military, by men in uniform. With the playground in Wedero Parish, same thing. I've already talked about Buswa Primary School. And to know that, of course, the whole thing is choreographed, is clearly well planned. You can see that they have blocked our LOP, Right Honorable Joel Ssenyonyi, from proceeding to Kalangala to be part of the vote protection team. He was meant to be one of the supervisors in this election. They have blocked him from accessing Kalangala. Okay? Some of us had to even come yesterday because we knew if we decided to come today, we are going to be blocked. So if you say that, you know, you're organizing an election like the Electoral Commission wants to believe, why do you block people from coming to observe and to supervise the election?
Exactly. It's very, 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 very sad, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to come back to that story, but I should maybe now tell you what's going on. I think many of you have seen, it's all over social media, especially on X platform, where Muhoozi has pretty much made his radio station where he announces these stupid orders, and he engages in diatribes of mockery, of ridicule, name it. So, just days after Muhoozi Kainerugaba publicly vowed to go after the leader of opposition, Ssenyonyi, his political foot soldiers in parliament have sprung into action. PLU-affiliated members of parliament led by Buyaga West Member of Parliament, Dennis Namara, have formally notified the August House, the Parliament of Uganda, of their plans to amend the law governing the selection of the leader of opposition. Now, to them, they want you to sort of look at it as something reasonable. And of course, gullible people are going to fall for this, because on the surface, it is being presented as a legal reform. But in reality, we know what's going on. It is Muhoozi Kainerugaba. His latest move in as far as targeting Ssenyonyi is concerned. Because why? The timing is impossible to ignore. Muhoozi just recently threatened, through his emissaries like Kabanda, threatened Ssenyonyi, and days later, members of parliament loyal to him, actually Muhoozi Kainerugaba said, oh, we're going to have to remove Ssenyonyi as leader of opposition. Now they're changing rules. So is that a coincidence? Unless you're a fool. I don't want to believe people are. But that's not the only alarming development we see in Uganda. Like I said, this has been normalized. The lawlessness and impunity, the breaking of our norms, of our rules, of our procedure, is like going or running on a bullet speed. Of course, this has been normalized by not only Museveni, who has no respect to things I mentioned, but Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who is completely detached, a dunderhead, if you may. So as criticism of Muhoozi Kainerugaba's growing influence in as far as lawlessness and impunity is concerned, now we have been told that the home of former Ethics Minister Miria Matembe has been raided by military personnel. Matembe recently became one of Muhoozi's fiercest critics, condemning him for his lawlessness, his impunity, and his abuse of power. So the pattern, like I've mentioned, is harder to dismiss. Criticize Muhoozi Kainerugaba, and suddenly pressure follows. Oppose him politically, and the rules begin to change. Speak out, and the state machinery appears at your doorstep. It is extremely wrong. We are on a time bomb. We are on a time bomb. These we see all are wrong. Okay, now I'll have to take you to these PLU idolers and let you hear what they say. Where did I save that story? I had their story saved somewhere. But let's start with Miria Matembe, ladies and gentlemen. Read that story right there. What does it say? Security forces raid home of outspoken former minister Miria Matembe. Said she's yet to find out what the security operatives wanted. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. They raided her because of what she said. I think I will show you here. Listen.
You are proposing they will not work because
Muhoozi tweeted last week that he will be arrested as well as soon as he comes back to Uganda.
Who is Muhoozi? Who is Muhoozi? Let him tweet. A day is coming when we shall dance for the deliverance of this nation. I am telling them. Let them do what they do. Let them do what you do. Muhoozi, with your family. Do what you do. Devise all your strategies. But I can guarantee down the road, the God of heaven and earth, who created us and gave us Uganda as our nation, he is there. Your strategies will be thwarted. They will be thwarted. And you know, propose those plans you are proposing. They will not work. Because the Lord our God, the Lord the God of Uganda, the Lord the God of our ancestors will deliver this nation. He will deliver this nation.
Exactly. He will deliver this nation without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me take you to, I think I should take you to some of the posts from leader of opposition on what's going on, the military operation going on at, jeez, how did we end up in this situation, ladies and gentlemen? Look at these thugs beating up people.
They are moving to every polling station.
come there. Let me tell you.
They are moving from 12.
These are thugs that are doing this lawlessness and impunity because they are defended by Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Now listen to Joel Ssenyonyi telling us on how he's been blocked from accessing Kalangala.
This morning, I did set off to go to Kalangala to join police because I'm one of the supervisors for our teams for our candidate Nampala Irene. But the situation was abnormal as I could see it. Eventually, we got onto one of the ferries, but it did not move. We were on it for 2.5 hours, and eventually I learned that they got instructions not to move the ferry for as long as I am on it. Eventually, we got onto a second ferry, and that ferry moved. When it got midway, in the middle of the lake, we saw them begin to reverse. We asked what the problem is, and they said they got instructions to reverse. No explanation whatsoever. But what I've learned is they have told them for as long as I'm on any of these ferries, they should not move and proceed to Kalangala. It's very unfortunate. Of course, many people have been stuck since morning, some of those on board, others waiting outside.
Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen, where you have to put people through pain because you're targeting one man. And like I've already said, these are criminal regimes like fascist dictatorships or dictators. They are never strong as they want to be perceived, because look at how they're all descending on one man, Joel Ssenyonyi. Imagine that, one man. If they have all this influence they claim to have, if they believe that they've got the support of the Ugandan people in Kalangala, why block one man? They do not care whether you are rushing to attend burial of your parents, or you are rushing to the hospital, or anything you want to do. They do not care as long as they block one of the person they don't want him access Kalangala.
And so I realized they were all very stuck because of me. So I have said, now let me disembark now that they have gotten us back to the shop. Let me disembark so that people don't get frustrated because of me. You know, because these ferries are like a road that people use to move to and from Kalangala. Now if all of them are stuck because of one individual, it's not right. So let me disembark and return to Kampala. But this is very unfortunate. Even what we hear happening in Kalangala, many of our agents have been arrested. There is numberless cars moving around, and they are involved in ballot stuffing. Very unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Because if you're saying you are popular, let the people decide. Why?
Exactly, that's what I said. That's what I said. If you believe you're popular, if you believe you got the support of the masses, let people decide. It is a very, very, very simple experiment. You don't have to scream. You don't have to try to prove a point. Just avail yourself to the system. I think I've told you that I heard these words from George Bush. I know many of you don't want me to quote that man, but what he said is true. He says the experiment of democracy is self-correcting. That's the beauty about democracy. It followed to its core because we avail ourselves to, for these positions, and people vote. And if they vote me as the leader in position A, B, C, whatever, and I do not perform, the system is able to self-correct. The same people who voted me in will vote me out. That's democracy, self-correcting. So if these people believe that this influential, this loved and popular, why not let the system play out as it should? Because they know they have a thug, Museveni, who doesn't believe in anything to do with law, with principles, with values, with democracy, with constitutionalism. All he knows is thuggery. Kill people. And now he's wanting to give us his son. I think I told you I wanted to show you some of diatribes from these people. Oh, we want the leader of opposition to be... Look at this Namara guy. Shameful. Oh, my God.
That on the 7th, I intend to move a motion seeking Parliament leave to introduce a private member's bill for the amendment of the Administration of Parliaments Act. And we have several reasons why we would want the Administration of Parliament Act to be amended. Given the fact that we are in a multi-party political dispensation, right from 2006, the Constitution was amended under Article 82A to provide for the office of the Leader of Opposition. And the Constitution provided that Parliament shall prescribe the mode how the Leader of Opposition will be chosen.
I'm not going to listen to this nonsense. Look, I've always, and this might sound like pride, but I've always said that I don't think I'm in position to lead. I cannot be the likes of Joel Ssenyonyi and others. And one of the reasons because I am not as patient. First of all, I wouldn't want to have a conversation with this man. I would wish him the best, but I wouldn't want to have a conversation with him because I cannot believe that a reasonable man, a grown-up adult, is going to be remote controlled, just be given orders to do what he knows is wrong and hide it under, playing politics. This is how politics works. No. Have a scintilla of respect. No, they don't. Imagine me having to serve Muhoozi Kainerugaba, where he kills and tortures people and I have to be like, generational leader, that's good. That's a leader. Imagine that you have to be a leader and you have to suspend all these values and things you believe in just to entertain Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Because if you don't, then you lose your position. I would rather not even run at all. This is not about me, but I'm just telling you, you've got to interrogate, reevaluate some of these things you want to go for. Like leadership, who is going to be your leader? Who is going to be guiding you? Who's going to be at the top? Muhoozi Kainerugaba? Please don't. You'd rather not do it at all. Okay. Lastly, I will have to play these words because they remind me. I sent them to Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Listen to what Joel Ssenyonyi says. Listen here. He said this a few days ago. I played it for you one more time.
Muhoozi abducts and tortures people. He has promised to kill Honorable Kyagulanyi and Dr. Kizza Besigye. He said he killed 22 NUP supporters and he wants to kill others. Muhoozi, who the hell do you think you are?
Muhoozi, who the heck do you think you are? And with that said, let's stop it at this. Muhoozi, who the heck do you think you are? But go on, expose yourself. This, I can guarantee you, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, this will is actually creating your demise. Metaphorical, of course, I don't want you to be killed. But this is bringing an end to your political career. Watch this space. I am Mordecai Murisa. Please consider subscribing, consider liking this video, and invite others to join us. I would truly, truly appreciate it. See you later.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Marissa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.